Have you ever found yourself on the field, channeling the greatness of your sports idols? The champions whose very aura should intimidate you, yet somehow they feel your determination, igniting your own ambitions. Enter the big three of Shonen Jump. Absolute powerhouses who've etched their legacy in the annals of greatness. So, strap in as we plunge into the sheer awesomeness of the big three: Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. Hey there, fellow anime lovers. Today we're embarking on a journey through Shonen history, where we'll be unraveling the incredible legacy of three mega series. I'm your host, Muzan, and together let's uncover the sheer awesomeness of the big three. Picture it, the early 2000s, a time when Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece burst onto the scene, blowing our minds with their gripping stories and unforgettable characters. Naruto kicked things off in '99, introducing us to a ninja with big dreams. Then, Bleach joined the party in 2001, whisking us away with a world of Soul Reapers and spooky hollows. And let's not forget One Piece, setting sail in '97 with a crew on a treasure hunt like no other. In truth, we all know who and what the big three of shonen manga are. However, their influence has ran through to the current day. Dozens, if not all manga currently seem to adopt traits from one of the big three. A sequel for one of them exists, a continuing anime adaptation for two, and the manga for One Piece still continues to run. The big three changed history. But how? Late 1996, a young man named Eiichiro Oda submitted two one-shots to the Shonen Jump magazine editorial. They had been published in Akamaru Jump and Weekly Shonen Jump, and were both called Romance Dawn. Romance Dawn featured our signature main character, Monkey D. Luffy, a similar story akin to, if not exactly like titular One Piece. A woman named Shiraku, seemingly a mirror of our precious Nami, a complete copy to One Piece, the beta test of the series. Romance Dawn likely wasn't special just due to its art, but its unique story, based around the world of pirates, with the main character being a boy with a rubber body, effortlessly bouncing bullets back at his attackers and embarking on an epic pirate journey. It was unique, and ended with what appeared to be the conclusion of the story. Following its creation and popularization of the true One Piece, Eiichiro Oda said this: I took the time to reread this, a pirate manga, Romance Dawn. This was the start of the world of One Piece, the founder, so to speak. Even though there were some chattering marks, this was really nostalgic. But anyway, it was a good read. As y'all may have noticed, they are similar. The Shanks reminiscence. I believe I was 21 when I finished this piece. This was about 1 year before the serialization of One Piece. I had already decided on Luffy's Straw Hat episode, and coming up with something alternative was far from my mind. However, half a year later, I was already writing the second Romance Dawn that was in my collection of short stories, Wanted. But in that story, Luffy received his straw hat from his grandfather. Even though I had already decided on the Shanks episode, I was starting to talk about a grandfather. Weird, huh? The Romance Dawn with the episode I had decided on was put in the wrong magazine. The Romance Dawn in this book first appeared in Jump's special issue, the magazine for newcomer mangaka to enter the world of serialization. The Romance Dawn I wrote afterwards was published in Jump's regular issue, Weekly Shonen Jump. In other words, the existence of the character Shanks was never made known to the readers of the regular Jump magazine. After all, by the time One Piece became serialized, the impact had already disappeared. What a cheeky newcomer. Finally, regarding the adult Luffy on the last page, I had already decided on One Piece's Luffy, and I wasn't sure whether I could make that circumstance come to be or not. Even now, I'm not so sure. The adventure is still going on. Thus was the beginning of One Piece, the story labeled to wield the greatest world building of the big three, and all of anime in truth, an entire world in the palm of one's hands. In 1997, Masashi Kishimoto created the first published incarnation of the Naruto series. Debuting in Akamaru Jump, the Naruto one-shot would be Kishimoto's first incarnation of the Naruto universe, and in this old story, the specific themes seemed to stick in Naruto. However, just as always, it was different. Naruto was honestly a dickhead. I watched him piss on someone in the first 3 pages. Our version of Hiruzen was one of the 9 men who fought against the nine-tailed fox, Naruto's father, and sealed the beast within the boy. 8 died, leaving the current village leader as the only one remaining. This history is why people hate Naruto. His lineage and what lay within him had been the cause of all this carnage in the village, akin to in canon. So calling him a monster wouldn't be far-fetched, until they did. However, when Naruto is tasked to bring back one human friend he trusts, the story takes an odd shift. He comes across a drunken man named Ichiraku Ramen, and the story goes on from there. Guns! Yeah, this story has a lot of differences from Naruto. However, its core principles, basis, and themes lay true. Friendship, bonds, and trust. The stones that stack up to truly make Naruto what it is today. Naruto is my first ever experience with anime, so bias is fully in play. I see it as my favorite of the big three. It may not be the best art-wise, even world-building-wise. However, the themes of Naruto have continued to stick with me to this day. The single manga that shaped who I've grown to be, and shaped a lot of the manga industry. Now, going into this video, Bleach was the outlier of the big three. The phantom third man who I had never actually taken the time to read. I skimmed certain parts of the Thousand Year Blood War arc, however, never truly got into the series. In preparation for this video, however, I did. And oh brother, just like the rest of the trio, Bleach is a masterpiece like no other. In truth, I'm not sure what the pilot for Bleach was. I really can't find anything aside from Zombie Powder, which will likely get a video of its own. However, I do know it was rejected until Akira Toriyama encouraged Taikuba to continue on. It's beautiful he did, because what we got is one of the most artistically competent manga, with some really nice themes. Protection, loyalty, trust, and many more. A manga where a regular high school boy becomes a death god, having to protect the world and specifically his home city of Karakura Town. Many twists and turns occur in the series, though in my opinion, Bleach is certainly above Naruto in terms of the strength of the sidecast. The manga is honestly incredible, and I truly don't have many words aside from I need Miyoyoichi. These series didn't just set the bar, they practically built the whole shonen playground. Of course, excluding Dragon Ball and things like Yu Yu Hakusho, which came previously. They had it all. Epic world building, characters you couldn't help but root for, and action scenes that made you want to leap off your couch. At the core of the big three, it's a heart full of themes like friendship, never giving up, and chasing your dreams. Naruto's journey from loner to legend, Ichigo's struggle to balance life as a Soul Reaper, and Luffy's boundless optimism. These tales hit home for so many of us. And let's not forget the laughs, because amidst all these epic battles, there are plenty of moments that had us rolling on the floor with laughter. Who could forget Naruto's hilarious attempts at sexy jutsu, or Ichigo's exasperation with his quirky hollow side, and Luffy's love affair with meat. Iconic! From My Hero Academia to Black Clover, you can spot the fingerprints of Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece all over the place. They've influenced everything from epic battles to diverse characters and mind-blowing worlds. But their influence doesn't stop there. Even though their original adventures have wrapped up, the spirit of Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece lives on in the hearts of fans. And with that, we wrap up our journey through the big three of Shonen Jump. But fear not, their stories will keep inspiring generations to come. Thanks for joining me on this wild ride. If you dug our dive into the big three, don't forget to show some love. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button for more awesome anime and manga content. Until next time, keep exploring the infinite worlds of Shonen.